Hello everyone and welcome back to Senior Cat Wellness. Today's topic is all about those fur balls and how you can prevent them. It can be very difficult, a very difficult task, but I've got some good news for you. There are actually some very effective and efficient ways to prevent hairballs. Today I'm going to share with you 5 proven methods that can cut down on all the mess of these hairballs and more importantly, most importantly, keep your cat healthy, keep them safe, and keep them very comfortable. Let's start off with assisted grooming, brushing your cat on a regular basis, a daily basis. While this can seem rather basic, brushing your cat is in fact the number one way to reduce hairballs. Cats, they groom themselves constantly, but unfortunately, every time they do lick their fur, they swallow some of it, and that fur builds up in the stomach and leads us, unfortunately, to dealing with a topic like this. Now, when you brush your cat, the good news here is that you're removing a lot of that loose fur before anything ever happens, before it ends up in their mouth. As for breeds, short-haired cats, brushing once or twice a week might be good enough, but for these long-haired cats, such as the Maine Coon and the Persian, daily brushing could be required here, either daily or every other day. Not only does brushing help with hairballs, but got some more good news for you. It also reduces that shedding all over your furniture and your environment, your bed and your sofa. Next up, let's talk about hairball control in terms of your cat's diet. This is a big one. There are special formulas of cat food out there that are designed specifically designed to reduce hairballs. These foods are typically very high in fiber, which naturally helps your cat digest and pass fur naturally through the digestive system. So look for labels that say something to the effect of indoor cat formula or hairball control. And as always, any stark changes to your cat's diet, do it gradually over time, over the course of several days or even several weeks, as not to upset your cat's stomach. Now let's talk about adding fiber, not the diet kind, but maybe adding it sort of externally, not from foods per se. If you want to change things up and not totally overhaul your cat's meal time, try adding extra fiber to their diet by means of maybe some cat treats that contain extra fiber. But also, what about hairball gels and lubricants? You can give that to your cat. These are typically flavored. Fish flavor is a popular example, and this is it helps your cat to naturally, more easily pass this fur through the digestive system, and where they can have a natural passing of the fur balls rather than hacking them up, a possible choking hazard, vomiting, all of the negatives. This gel can help to avoid that. So definitely talk to your vet, especially when it comes to these gels and lubricants. Talk to your vet before introducing them and make sure it's right for your cat, especially if your cat has a very sensitive stomach. Next up, let's talk hydration. Water is very much the key when it comes to proper digestion, healthy and positive digestion, but some cats just don't like that standing water. So if your cat's not big on drinking water, how can you fix it? Well, I mentioned many times here on the channel about a water fountain, some form of flowing water. That's a win many times for cats that don't like the sort of the standing water. Also, you can add a little bit of water to their existing wet food just to make things a bit juicier. You can also add water to dry food, stir it up, and it sort of forms what amounts to a gravy. So any way you can get your cat to consume more water. Let's talk about stress and mental and physical enrichment and the importance of keeping your cat calm and keeping them active in all aspects. Stress and boredom, this can lead to over grooming, and mentioned several times on this channel what that can be like and what that can look like. Your cat just pulling out large chunks of fur. Well, not all of that fur goes on the floor. Some of it inevitably is going to go in your cat's mouth, which can lead us right back here to this problem at hand. So keep your cat active, keep them happy, keep them healthy mentally and physically, because if you're dealing with a calm and content cat, you're dealing with a cat that's less likely to overgroom and resort to that aggressive grooming. Play with them on a daily basis. Whatever the play routine is for you and for your cat, keep that moving every single day. And make sure they have just a cozy and relaxing environment, complete with scratching posts, places to look out the window. It's all about keeping them calm and keeping them stimulated in a positive way, because a happy cat will groom far less. And if they're grooming far less, especially aggressive style grooming, then they'll be producing less fur balls for them to consume, which can take them down a very negative road. So overall, we're going to recap, and most of this, admittedly, I would say 99% of you watching, you know this. You could probably do the video yourself, but sometimes the basics, and many times, in fact, those basics are the most important things. So regular brushing, assisted grooming of your cat to sort of clean up that loose fur problem, and hairball control cat food, food with more fiber, and that gel that I mentioned, the hairball gel that can help the natural process of digestion. Hydration, whether we're talking sort of standing water, a water fountain, water added to wet food or dry food, keeping your cat hydrated is the name of the game. And finally, reduce that stress and introduce more positive activities. It's all about that positive stimulation mentally and physically. A happy cat is a healthy cat, and part of being healthy is not resorting to that aggressive grooming style. And remember, as always, if your cat is throwing up hairballs more than once a week, if it's become a perpetual situation, and it seems like they're coughing and gagging and hacking, it's time to talk to your vet about all of this because frequent hairballs can be a sign of a much bigger issue, a digestive problem, a blockage, a choking hazard, all of which you don't want to you don't want to take that road. That's a very dangerous and potentially an emergency type situation. And I speak on this. I won't get into it right now. I've talked about it in a video long ago, but I speak on this topic from, unfortunately, personal experience with one of my cats. So, hairballs, coughing, and hacking, that can be it can lead to a bad end. I'll just say that. To the wonderful audience of Senior Cat Wellness, what are your thoughts on today's topic? Anything you'd like to add? Any personal stories that you'd like to share? As always, the comment section, it's all yours. If you enjoyed this content and you found it helpful and informative, please give the video a like, share it out, and subscribe to us right here at Senior Cat Wellness. And until next time, we will talk to you later.